This
were
conference
discussing
will now
about
be recorded.
by taking the data from your data source, nothing but a SQL server, how to design the reports by using a Power BI. So in the last session, what we have discussed the architecture of the Power BI and architecture of the Power BI. What are the different components available in Power BI? What are the different components available in Power BI? Power BI Desktop, Power BI Online Service, Power BI Report Server, Power BI Mobile App. You can see the same structure over here. Okay, so that is, this is Power BI Desktop and this is Power BI Online Service. This is Power BI Report Server and Mobile App over here. So Power BI Desktop is a completely Windows operating system based application you can install on your computer. Also, Power BI Online Service is a cloud website, nothing but www.app.powerbi.com. So whatever the reports you are designing inside the Power BI Desktop, you are publishing those reports into the Power BI Online Service. Or you can publish into a server based also, that can be managed in your local machine. You can install a server. And the reports what you publish inside the Power BI Online Service or Power BI Report Server, if you want to see those reports from the mobile, you need to install a mobile app over here. You need to install from a mobile app over here. So in interviews, if they're asking a question, what are the different components in Power BI, you can tell them these four. Also in the Excel, what is a Power Query, what is a Power Pivot, Power View, if they're asking, you can tell them Power Query is a ETL inside the Excel. Power Pivot is a data modeling inside the Excel. Power View is a designing of the visualizations in Excel. So this is how you need to give the explanation. 2 interview questions. What is the difference between Power Query and Power Pivot and Power View? What are the different components of the Power BI? Okay. The interview questions are, what is the difference between Power Query, Power Pivot and Power View? And the question number 2 is, what are the different components in Power BI? Okay. So what we are trying to do, I am going to take the data from a SQL Server data source. This is my SQL Server. SQL Server database, SQL Server, and inside the SQL Server, I have a database, AdventureWorks DW 2017. AdventureWorks DW 2017, and I have different tables and data. So this we are going to take into Power BI Desktop, and I'm going to import the tables and data whatever is required into Power BI Desktop. Then I will make a data relationship over here. And then you can design the visualizations. By taking the data from whatever you have imported. Then after we are publishing the report what you designed in the Power BI Desktop into the cloud environment or into a Power BI Report Server. Either ways you can publish. Either you can publish over here or you can publish over here. You can use a mobile app to view the reports whatever published in the online cloud or here. So what are the prerequisites? What are the prerequisites to perform this reporting using Power BI? The prerequisites are the software setup. What are all the softwares we required to do this one is I need a SQL server. I need a SQL Server Management Studio, and I need a SQL database contains tables and data. Then after need Power BI desktop. Alright. So I hope we have already installed the SQL Server. We have already installed the SQL Server Management Studio. I am going to connect to the SQL Server Management Studio. I will close this one. How to connect to a SQL Server? Simply you can go over here, open the SQL Server Management Studio. Let's say for example, if someone is created a database, created a tables, and inserted a data into the tables. If I'm asking you, can you please give your database tables and data what you have created? How can you give it to me? So whenever you are creating any file, any database, the database will create one backup file in your computer. The backup file. So I can take that backup file and I can add to my SQL Server. Then you can use whatever the tables, database data you have inside the tables. So I'm just connecting to the server SQL Server. You can go over here under the databases. I have this employee DB, EMP DEPT DB, AdventureWorks DW 2017. So whatever the database, AdventureWorks DW or any other database, what I am creating, if you guys want this database, what I can do, I can go to the backup file. Where you can find the backup file? In your local computer, somewhere in the C drive and program files under the Microsoft SQL Server under 110. Okay, you can find another way. That is, right click on the database, go to properties, in which location your database stored, go to the files. In your local computer, this is the location. Just copy this location, put over here, click continue. So here your file will be available. So if you want to give to someone any database, say AdventureWorks DW 2017, this file you can give someone and they can add to the SQL database. So for practice purpose of this Power BI, I want to design some reports. To design some reports, you need a database, right? So whatever the databases we are creating, whatever the tables we are creating, those don't have much data to practice the Power BI. That's why what I'm doing, I'm going to give a database contains many information, like many tables having and data, like customers information and accounts information, dates information, employees information. It's 100% similar like your Amazon. How your Amazon is working? So Amazon is Amazon.com. So whatever the sales happening in your Amazon.com, all the data, the sales data will be stored in this backend database. It is AdventureWorks database. So what are the information it is going to dim customer data? So you have so many customers, customer first name, middle name, last name, what is the date of birth, marital status, gender, email address of the customer. So this is I have already a data. So I want to give you this database. So where you can get this database? AdventureWorks DW 2017, the database name. So if you want this database, simply you can go to AdventureWorks DW 2017 database download. AdventureWorks 2017 DW 2017 download. So click on AdventureWorks sample databases. I will ping you this link. Just come down over here. See here. Based on the SQL Server version you have installed, you need to take that backup file. I have installed the SQL Server 2019, so I am taking 2017. The database what you are taking, it should be less than or equal to the SQL Server version what you have installed. Just download this AdventureWorks DW 2017.backup. Okay. So after downloading, the file will come to my downloads folder. I will show you the AdventureWorks. Okay, I don't have here. So after it's downloading downloads folder, I'm going to copy into the C drive. See here. AdventureWorks DW 2017 backup file. So once you are downloading the file, please copy that file into the C folder. Because if you want to add this database to your SQL Server, you need to copy that into definitely C folder. So I'm pinging this link. Please start the download. Under data warehousing, based on the version of the SQL Server, mostly I think you guys have installed the SQL Server 19 or 17. So you can take this AdventureWorks DW 2017. I'm pinging in the chat. Please take it. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Please start the download. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to add a database, how to add a backup database to your SQL server. In this SQL server, I have added AdventureWorks DW. I will add in a different server. Instead of this server, I will take this server. Click on it. So here I think I don't have this AdventureWorks DW. Now I want to add that database over here. How to add a backup database file? Right click on the databases. Please note down the steps. What is the first step? Download this backup file of the version 2017 from this website. I think it will come with a zip file once you are downloading. The zip file you can unzip if you want. The zip file you can unzip if you want. So once download completed, no, I think you don't need to unzip. That file you need to copy into C drive. Just C drive. That is the first step. Copy the downloaded backup file into the C drive. Step 1. Step 2. Step 2. Go to your SQL server. Connect to SQL server. Right click on the databases. Restore the database. Right click on the databases. Restore the database. Means you are trying to restore the backup database. Just click on the restore database. Then where is your backup database file? In my device. Select the device and go over here, browse it, and add the file, the backup file. Click on add and just simply go up, click on this C drive. Otherwise the data backup files will not be displayed over here. Click on C drive. Now see here, AdventureWorks DW 2017.backup file is available. Select that file. Can I demonstrate again? I'm cancelling this one, cancelling this one, cancelling this one. Right click on the databases, restore the database, select the device, click on this browse, add a file, go up, click on the C drive. Then select this AdventureWorks DW 2017 backup file. Click OK. Click OK. Then finally click OK. Database AdventureWorks added successfully. It is added successfully. Then click OK. Done. AdventureWorks DW 2017. Click on tables. You can see all the list of tables are coming. Do you want to see the data? Right click on the dim customer, select top 1000 rows. Or if you want to write down your direct query, select star from dim products. The table names are what are all the products you are selling in your website, that product names. So this is how we are setting up our data source. AdventureWorks. I have installed a SQL server. If anybody not yet installed the SQL server, please let me know. After this session, you can call me. And install the SQL server. And just now AdventureWorks DW database I have added. That contains the tables and data already. Microsoft is providing this database, sample database. We are just downloading and attaching instead of creating a new database and loading the data. So this setup is completed. Now we need to set up the Power BI desktop. This is completed. and this needs to be downloaded. So from where you can download the Power BI desktop? Simply go to Power BI desktop. Just come down, download the Microsoft Power BI desktop from official website. Just come down, click on download Microsoft Power BI desktop. Which one you need to set up? Power BI desktop setup 64-bit version. Select this one. Copy this, keep over here. Okay, just try to download it. Click next. So it's going to download the Power BI desktop. But I did already the download and installation on my local machine. I don't want to download again to waste the memory. I will go to the file whatever I downloaded in the downloads folder. Power BI desktop. See, PBI desktop x64. But already I have installed the Power BI desktop, right? So we need to uninstall the existing one to install this one. Right click, uninstall. Anybody wants to demonstrate on your machines? Attaching this database, installing the Power BI desktop. If anybody wants to share your screen, I will do on your machines. So I'm just uninstalling, removing the desktop from my local machine. Then I will start the downloading of the. So the prerequisites is Windows 10 operating system is mandatory. Okay. Shiva wants to do on his machine. I will give presented to you. Did you download the files? First do the download of the files. At AdventureWorks DW and this Power BI desktop. I am pinging this Power BI desktop download link also in the chat. Okay. So I will give presented to Shiva. He will share his screen. Shiva Kumar. Yeah, share your screen. Please share your screen. We are not able to see your screen. I think it's your internet is. Yeah, now we can see. Okay. So first, what we can demonstrate, we can attach a database to your SQL Server. So open the SQL Server Management Studio first. You already installed the Power BI desktop. I think you already installed it. It's there. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate on my machine only. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install the Power BI desktop on my machine. So I downloaded a file, just double click on that setup. It's very simple actually, installation of the Power BI desktop. One of the easiest installation in the Microsoft tools. Click next. Always say yes. It is starting the installation. So if you want to do a good reporting, the primary thing is you should understand about your business properly. If you are not able to understand your business, what you are going to create the reporting? See, creating a reporting means you are trying to tell some story about the data and the business to the end user. If you are going to tell some story in the sense this is how your business performing and this is how your business is growing, this kind of story you are trying to tell to the business users. If you want to tell something story to the business users, you should very clear about the business, how the business flow is going on, and what are all the areas we need to focus, and what is the database, and inside the database in which table the data we have, and each table what kind of data we have, in each table what kind of data we have. So all those things we need to understand very clearly, then only you can able to design the better reporting. So I'm going to accept the terms and conditions, click next, install. So it is going to install the so please download the both files right away and perform the installations. If you are facing any issues, please ask now only. So while you are installing the Power BI desktop, if it is throwing error, that means your Windows operating system is not a latest operating system 10. It is something older version of the Windows operating system 7 or 8 or 10. So what we have to do in that kind of situations, either we can upgrade your operating system or you can install the before version of the Power BI desktop, older version of the Power BI desktop. Click finish it. So your Power BI desktop installed and its icon is coming over here. So your Power BI desktop is opening. This is more similar like your Excel only. Okay, so before I'm going to start the reporting of this Power BI tool, I want to understand about this adventure works. The adventure works is similar like your Amazon, but they are selling very few products inside their internet retail marketing. What is internet retail marketing? The best examples are Flipkart, Amazon. How they are doing their process, this adventure works also selling their products. Mostly their focus of selling of the products in the adventure works is cloths, clothing, and some spare parts about the bikes and accessories about the bikes and some different components, accessories, bikes, clothing, components. These are the four different kind of categories of the products they are selling. So if you observe, when you are going to do a shopping in the Amazon.in, what is the procedure you will follow? The procedure you will follow is you will go to the Amazon.in and then you are trying to find out in the top what are all the different categories we have. Correct? So based on your category, your product belongs, you will go. Let's say for example, you want to purchase a smart home. Sorry, you are trying to purchase electronics or computers. So computers is one of the category. So total how many categories they are selling in Amazon? There are many categories. Similarly, adventure works also having their own categories. That categories, how many categories they are selling from their website, where you can see in a backend table, that is dim product category table. So this table contains all the information, what are all the different categories they are selling: bikes, components, clothing, accessories. Here you can see they are selling Amazon Music, Echo Alexa, 5 tablets, 5 TV. This is how they are different categories. Here we have 4 different categories. And then after, what you will do, once you are finding your category, then you will go to the subcategory. So I am finding computers. Click on the computers. Here you can see the subcategories. Okay. Here you can see the subcategories. Which subcategory you want to find out? I want to purchase a monitors. So click on the monitors. So these are all the products. Before you are going to the products, you are going to purchase the different subcategories over here. What are those subcategories? Computer accessories, computer components, data storage, monitors, under this one. So similarly, what are all the subcategories you are selling in your organization, in your adventure works? You can see by using select star from dim product subcategory information. Select star from dim product subcategory. See, these are all the subcategories we are selling over here. And similarly, once you are identifying a particular subcategory, I want to purchase the monitors. Click on the monitors and you are going to look on these products. So we have different kind of products over here. Now I'm going to sell the products. So if you want to see what are all the products you are selling in your organization, that information will save in the dim product category table. Dim product table. So now we understand each table contains what information. Category table, all the categories information, subcategories, importance. So in the Amazon, what you will do, you are identifying this computer, a particular product you want to purchase. This particular product. I'm trying to purchase this particular product. Then when you are going to buy this one, add to list, what is happening? To complete the transaction, it is asking to sign in. Sign in means a customer needs to be register his information to purchase the products over here. If you are the first time you are trying to purchase the products from this Amazon.in, you will go over here and you will give all your personal information. Create your Amazon account. When you are clicking, it is asking your name, email address, password, and everything it will ask. So that time, whatever the information they are gathering from the customer, whatever the information they are gathering from the customer, that will come into dim customer table. Dim customer table over here. All the customers information will be here. So we have a customer information. We have all the products information what we are selling. Then a customer is purchasing a product and how many quantity, what is the amount, when he purchased, that information will come into what is the due date, what is the ship date, all that information will be in the fact internet sales table. So this table contains who is the customer purchased and what date he purchased, what is the order date, due date, ship date, and what is the freight cost means delivery cost, tax amount, total sales amount, what is the total product cost, and what is the discount amount, and how many order quantity they have given, what is the price of that product. Everything will be recorded after your sign in and completing your transaction over here. So we are very clear about the data what we have inside the tables, because when you are trying to design a report, first you need to understand, right, what reporting we are going to create. What are the areas user is expecting to design the visualizations? To design that visualizations, you need the data. what data you need to take. We are not going to take everything. We are not going to take everything the data. So whatever the data is required, only that data we are going to take from here. Whatever the area business users are more interested to understand, sales information, a number of customers information, products information. So that tables data we are identifying and we are trying to take that data. How can you identify what tables we need to design a reporting? It's a reverse engineering. Reverse engineering in the sense the business users ask some requirement. We need sales information by customer. We need sales information by gender. We need sales information by marital status. So you are expecting some customer information and sales information. So in which table this information you have, you just try to take only those tables to design the reporting. That is called reverse engineering. No one will tell which tables you want to take. You need to identify what tables we need to take. The report, if you want to design something, the user will ask the question, I need a sales by gender. So you need to identify where is the gender inside a table and where is the sales amount inside a table. Got it? So tomorrow what I will do, I will try to open the Power BI desktop and I will establish a connection to this Adventure Works DW2017 from Power BI desktop. I will try to take some tables and data and designing of the reporting. Step by step we will do. Any questions so far today?
Yeah,
Tomorrow
Ram, I need help.
Yeah, go ahead. What is the help?
Hello, Ram, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Kanaka. I need small help. I just downloaded database and connected to the studio, but it is not showing the data in that particular tables.
It's not Visual Studio, it's a SQL Server.
Yeah, that's studio. That's what I studio only.
Okay, I will give you a pointer. Yeah, show me. Share your screen.
Are you able to see?
Yes. Yeah, what is the issue?
Yeah, here. So it's successfully added over here, this database.
Okay.
So once I want to see this data in this particular table, it is showing error.
Okay, he did not use, he still is in EMP department.
On the top, which database you are?
Here I need to change. Okay. Now, yeah, it's working. Yeah. Thank you, Ram.
Yeah.
Ram?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're downloading that backup file, there are different like OLTP, database, data warehouse. So, I mean, I want to know what is what is the use of OLTP database there? I mean, is there any difference in there?
Yes. The difference is remember in the starting, I have explained architecture of the data warehousing, right? From the direct application, data will come to I will tell you. So what is happening over here? The data will come from your application to ATM machine to here. here. Okay. So this is called OLTP database. 3 OLTP databases. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one database, data warehousing database, loading all data into data warehousing. Then my Power BI will connect to this data warehousing database. That's what we have taken just now. How to load the data from this OLTP databases to data warehousing, that we will cover under the SSIS, MSBA SSIS. But our Power BI will connect to the data warehousing database. Data warehousing database contains all the data from all OLTP databases. For reporting purpose, we will use data warehousing database. Okay, all right, guys. So we will meet tomorrow and I will explain this scenario again. Thank you.